It's that what they say that you don't know how far you could go when the only option for you is to go far, or you don't know how much you can take in when that is the only option you have left. Mic check 1 2. It's been a while I did this. Okay, let's do that. Before I get into today's conversation, you know how we do it here. Outfit of the day. So today I'm wearing a navy blue jacket by 1219 Styles, a striped blue shirt by TM Lewin, and my tie from Mark and Spencer. And so yes, it's a perfect combination of blue. And so please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly do subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the gist for today. How I lost 14 kg in 5 months. Every time I share the story of how I went from 106 kg to 92 kg in the space of 5 months, the questions I get is how did I do it? How did I go from this guy here to this guy here just in the space of 5 months? January 2022, I just got back from Lagos. So for people who are familiar with Lagos, you know what we call Dirty December in Lagos. So I'd gone to Lagos December 2021. That would be my own first time as an IGJB. If you're wondering what IGJB means, no, IJGB, yeah, to be right. If you're wondering what IJGB means, IJGB is an acronym for I just got back. So it is the word they call people who just came back from America, Europe, down to Nigeria just to celebrate December. And so that was my own first time of coming back from the UK to Nigeria as an IJGB. Yeah. Coming back to Lagos was fun. I mean, if you had never experienced, if you're watching this and you've never experienced Dirty December in Lagos, I will advise you that it is something you need to do. It is a place to be. December was fun. I had a wonderful time. December 2021, I had a wonderful time in Lagos. And coming back to the United Kingdom, I came back with an extra 10 kg luggage. An extra 10 kg load. Trust me, if the load or the luggage was in my extra bag, it should have been better. If it was somewhere else, it should have been good. But the extra 10 kg I came with was in my tummy, on my face, the places I ate getting fat at. And it was actually quite depressing for me. I'm not even going to lie, because none of my suits would fit me at that point in time. I was not looking good by my own standard. Not that I wasn't looking good, but by my own standard of how I would love to present or how I would like to present myself, it was not by that definition. And so I was back in Bristol that morning. And one morning I woke up, I saw myself in the mirror and I hated myself. I was depressed. I was just tired. I was just asking myself the question, how did I get here? And the question or what was coming to my head was, this is my new look and maybe it is time for me to rock with this look. That same morning, it was a winter. It was January, so it was very, very cold. And I think that was my first time of as well experiencing January in the United Kingdom. It was really cold and everywhere was wet. So it took a lot of motivation for me to get out of bed that very morning. But I did my best. I got out of bed. I decided to go for a run. So mind you, this was about 11:30 a.m. in the morning. I do not like going for runs or walk around that time of the day. But I was not just proud of myself, but I did my best. I decided to go for the run, and I would say that was the slowest run I'd run all my life. A snow would have risked me out on that run. I was extremely slow because I was heavy. My belly was big. My face was bigger. I could hardly pick myself up to run on that very day, but I kept on going. So while I was on my run, something amazing happened. I looked at my back, I saw a dog behind me. And if you know me very well, for those who know me, you know that I'm not dog's great friend. From history, I don't joke with dog. please. I remember a time myself and my younger sister, while we were very young back in Lagos, and we had dog chase us into mosque. I've had like my own fair share of dog chasing me and almost trying to bite me. And so I'm not going to get into that story today. But on that very day, I just looked at my back. I saw this dog on my back, at my back. Then from nowhere, this energy setting. I am very, very sure with the way I ran that day, I would beat all Usain Bolt's records. He has all the records Usain Bolt had in his life. I would have break those records on that very day. I ran for my life. I ran so fast. The owner of the dog was at the back as well, running after the dog, and I was running so fast. I did not even know where that energy came from. Me, that I was running like a snail, without space earlier on. I could not believe that I would run that fast on that very day. And so, long story short, I can't even remember how it happened. The owner was able to cut up with the dog and they apologized. And so while I was trying to catch my breath, then it dawned on me that, see, I did not know I could run this fast. It was unbelievable for myself. It was, it's that word that say that you don't know how far you could go when the only option for you is to go far, or you don't know how much you can take in when that is the only option you have left. And I think that was what happened, because I ran on that very day. I ran for my life, and I paused back for a minute and I looked and I saw that I have been running for almost 8 years. As at that time, I had never been so intentional about my runs, about how I run. I did not know that I have this level of tenacity in me. It was just a dog chase, but it packed up something new in me. And that journey on that day inspired me to commit myself to start running 100 kilometers every month. And that was how, in the space of 5 months, I lost 14 kg. This is not a video to share hacks about how to lose weight, but it is a video to change our mindset, not just about how to lose weight, but about how to approach anything in life, about how to approach any goals we've set our mind upon. Losing weight for me was a goal, but what helped me with the process of my goal was me showing up on that very day. Because I used to think about it, if I had not gotten up on that day to go for that run, I would have missed that dog who chased me and ignite the spark in me. Maybe I could have gone for the run another time, but I would have missed that dog that chased me and let me know that I have this thing in me. And because I was able to show up, that sparked up a new hunger in me that led me to start running at least 100 kilometers every month. And within the space of 5 months, I lost 14 kg. I would even say through that process, me losing the 14 kg was a byproduct of what the process was. But the most important thing was the mindset shift I had at that very point in time. So the dog chasing me on that day changed everything for me. And every time I reflect about this story, I just think about it one more time, that if I had not stepped out on that morning to go for that run, I would have missed that dog of destiny that has been set to me to spark up or to ignite a new spark in me. Because I have been running for years and I had never felt that way before. That morning was different. That very morning, I discovered that I've been doing a whole lot of things without intention and without purpose. And that morning, it helped me change my mindset as well, that this weight I wanted to lose, I need to be intentional about it. See, a lot of us want to achieve some goals, or we want to get some things done, but we are not always intentional about what we want to do. It is always on the surface level. But I believe so much that for us to achieve any goal, it has to come from the mindset first. You have to win the battle in the mind, and you have to believe in the process of what you're about to do. The dog chasing me really helped me to change my mindset and see that it is possible for me to embark on this journey. And so sometimes when we want to lose weight, we focus on the weight we want to lose, but it all starts with the mindset. It has to start with a total renewing of the mind. And one way we can get to do this thing is by just showing up daily, by showing up daily, showing up at our best. And you don't even need to be perfect to even show up daily. So they say a lot of time that success is about being at the right place at the right time. For us to be at the right place at the right time, we need to cultivate and harness that attribute of us being showing up at every time, even when you don't feel like showing up, even when it feels difficult for you not to show up, you just showing up and be at where you need to be. And so through this is how success comes. And I will as well quickly share with you 5 things that will help you show up when it seems very hard. Number 1 is start small. They say the journey of a 1,000 miles starts with the very first step. The very first step for me, or the small step I took on that very day, was to tie up my shoelace, was for me to get out of the bed. The moment I got out of my bed that day, I won the battle on my mind. I had a victory there. And it is just about you starting small. That was the very first step I took on that day to help me lose that weight. It was by me standing up of my bed. I was tired of how I was feeling, but I could have remained in my own guilt and just so be overwhelmed by that in another 5 months, in another 7 months, and maybe I would have added more and more and more. But I was able to stand up on that day, tie up my shoelace, and head out for the run. Whatever you want to do or whatever goal you want to achieve, it might be losing weight, it might be writing a book, it might be you starting a business, it might be anything. The most important thing first and foremost is for you to start small. Starting small is the trick to getting anything done. Tying that shoelace, writing the first letter of the article, setting up the camera to shoot that video. So that is the very first place for you to start. Start small and continue progressing and continue moving. The second one is embrace discomfort. I once heard Steve Harvey says this, that success is not a comfortable place. You have to embrace discomfort. As I record on that very morning, I was in bed feeling the warmth of the bed. Every time I looked outside, I saw it was raining and it was cold. Everything in me wanted to stay back in bed, stay in that my comfort zone. But I stepped out of my house into the cold that morning, and that was how the magic started. Success is not a comfortable place. If you need to get anything done, if you have a goal you want to accomplish, you might need to step out of your comfort zone, because nothing happens in your comfort zone. That is why it's your comfort zone. You might need to be comfortable with making yourself uncomfortable for you to achieve that what you need to achieve. So I think that is number 2. You need to embrace discomfort. Number 3, it is for you to be consistent. Consistency beats perfection. I will always say that. I committed myself to run 100 kilometers every month. And since then, I've been running the 100 kilometers. I think last year, I slowed down a bit because I got married. And I think I added some of the weight back. But my point is that you have to stay consistent for you to be able to get the goal. It is not about the big steps. It is about the little steps that count. It is about the little steps that count. So how did I achieve the 100 kilometers in a month? It was me staying consistent to the days of 2 kilometers run, days of 5 kilometers run, days of 10 kilometers run. And over time, they all added up. By the time I checked my scale in May, I saw that I had lost massive scale. I was looking different. People around me could even notice the massive change that has happened to me. My fresh was glowing better. And so it is just about you being consistent. Number 4 will be to trust the process. When I started, I could not see the end from the beginning, but I kept on going. Even when the scale was not showing me that I had lost weight, I just kept on going. The goal at that time for me was to even stay committed to running that 100 kilometers every month. It was not even for me to even lose the weight. It was not for me to see what's on the outside. But the more I kept on going, the more I just keep on trusting the process, I started forming a mental image of the new person I was becoming, of the new man I was becoming. So I would like you to trust the process. So I believe so much that there is always a reward for everything we do, both the good and the bad, both the effort you put in and the effort you did not put in. So there is a reward for it. But you need to just trust that process and keep on going. When it feels like it is not happening, trust me, your works are not going unnoticed. And lastly, which is number 5, I will say celebrate small wins. You want to lose 20 kgs the goal, but you've lost 1 kg. That is a big win. Celebrate it. I've come to learn about celebration. Celebration is you as well being grateful for the little wins you've accomplished, both the big one and the little one. By celebrating it, you're showing gratitude for how far you've come. Oh, you wanted to lose 20 kg and you've lost just 2 kg. That is a big win. It is small, but it is big as well. And that is something you need to celebrate. So I will advise you to celebrate the small win. Take it in, enjoy the process, celebrate it. Do not say to yourself, what is this among so many? What is 2 kg amongst the 20 kg I want to lose? Or what is the first chapter I've written in the book I want to write? Celebrate that little win, and with time, you would see that things change, and before you know, you're able to accomplish that you need to accomplish. So, what is that one way you're going to show up for yourself today? Are you going to step out for a walk? Are you going to write the first sentence of your article? Are you going to set up your camera to shoot that very first video? Or are you going to take your pen or send that invitation letter to the podcast guests that you've always wanted to do? Or maybe order that gym clothes so that by tomorrow you can hit the gym. What is one way you can show up for yourself? I would like to know in the comment section. If you find this helpful, my name is Michael Okunloro. Do subscribe to my channel and share with your friends that you know this will be helpful to as well. And yeah, I will see you on another episode.